did have a pair before this. They were the World Cup version of these shoes, but they were, as I later realised, they were fake. The scent stud wasn't actually real. Carbon fibre wasn't real. It was actually quite a heavy shoe. Anyway, I love these boxes. The way Nike go about these is just second to none. I love the way they do this. It's really fun to unbox. You got Nike Football written here, Elite Series. Of course, I'm no elite footballer. Right. In there you've got some more information about the shoe, telling you about the Superfly, the scent stud, and how the studs are laid out. For example, how the shoe was made. You get a bag with these shoes. Nothing too fancy, but it is nice that Nike do give you a little extra something with these products. I won't show you the boots. You've probably seen them already through the bag, but my goodness, these things are just gorgeous. I love these things already. I mean, as soon as I heard the door go, I was sprinting to the door. Yeah, gorgeous in my opinion. Some people might call them vulgar. One thing I have noticed, I did watch a few reviews before I bought the shoe, is that they don't really, they're a bit in the videos they don't really come out true to colour. I'm not sure if this will work on my camera. I've got quite a high-end one. I've got a Nikon 5100. It's not a professional camera, but it's not bad. And yeah, what I've noticed is that they tend to come out a bit more of a yellow. I mean, I can see them on the screen now, and this is looking a bit more yellow than it is in real life. I mean, everything around here, that's exactly what it looks like. But here, it's a little bit darker. It's more of a green than a yellow, a greeny yellow, rather than a straight yellow. Apart from that, everything's pretty much true to what it looks like in person. We've got paper and stuff. One thing that has been said about these boots a numerous amount of times by many other YouTubers, Nike themselves, is that these shoes are notoriously hard to break in. Minimum is about a month breaking time. And I was worried about that when I bought these, but I don't really care. I know I'm gonna have these shoes more than a month. I'm not Ronaldo. I'm not gonna be getting a new pair of shoes every game. It's just the same shoes for about, well, these should last me a good couple of years now. I mean, I don't buy boots very often. That's why you haven't seen any videos from me before. Yeah, I love the Superfly technology. I think that was a real step in the right direction for Nike. A big step. I might be able to show you actually. Not sure if you can see it, the light's a bit unkind. But yeah, I guess I can give you some close-ups now anyway. This is their new design, well, newish design. They've actually replaced these now with, they've got rid of these scent studs on the bottom, which again have gotten a lot of criticism for not working. They're just a gimmick, they don't do anything. In my opinion though, I like them. I like the idea of them. The scent studs, I think they do work, and I don't actually play outfield. I'm actually a goalkeeper, but that's why I kind of bought these shoes, because in conditions where it's a little bit slippery, but it's not really enough to go to the full soft ground shoe. But then, and you're probably asking, why didn't I go for like an Adidas R50? I tried them on in stores, and they're just a bit too flimsy for me. With this, you have to see it if I show you there. You've got quite a bit of material between, quite a bit of padding between. If someone were to come in at you, you've got quite a bit. Whereas with the F50, you got barely anything, and I didn't like the feel of that. I felt a bit vulnerable in them. Yeah, so that's why I went for these. And £280 is a lot for a football shoe. And if I was to get them at that, if they were still at that price, I wouldn't have bought them. I wouldn't have gone anywhere near these shoes. But I was in the market for a new pair of shoes because my last two broke on those fake World Cup versions of these. What was I going to say about the shoe? Yes, back to the break-in period. It's about a month from what I've heard, and I've tried these on quickly. It feels like it's going to take a lot of breaking in. There is some things that you can do to help in some Nike stores now, like in Nike Town in London. They and in I believe I've seen one in Germany. They have these special machines, these steamers, and what they do is they put both shoes in the steamer, kind of in that sort of position. They steam them, and then after about 20 minutes, they'll take them out. The boot will be very, very soft, unlike it is at the moment. It's a very stiff shoe, very stiff. I can't even bend them. That's me trying to bend them. Ugh. Just like that. Can't bend them. But afterwards they'll be very malleable, very, very, very easy to bend in the hand. And then straight away you put the shoes on in store. And then they'll give you like these ice packs to wrap around the shoe. And yeah, with your feet inside, it basically molds to your foot, gives it a much better fit straight off the bat, as if you've molded it for a week, as if you've broken it in for a month. Yes. However, with this and the hot water technique, the hot water trick, that's what people call it, isn't it? With the hot water trick, it can have complications. In the process of making the shoe, they use the equivalent of hot glue guns to melt, to get these bits to actually stick to the lower to the upper. And what the hot water trick does is basically reverses that process. Not straight away. If you were to use boiling water, it would, but I hear people do it at about 30 degrees, just nice and warm. But it will shorten the life of the shoe, and I don't really mind breaking these in for about a month. I'm willing to go through that just so I can have a shoe that's going to last me a long time. And if I'm trying to put the full weight of my body onto these studs and they're not working, then I can't do anything about that. I remember watching Sergio Aguero playing for a Man City match, and numerous times during the game he'd just be all over the place. He'd be slipping, and to me that just describes a poor pair of studs. A pair of studs. What am I talking about? A poor pair of boots that are not given the basics, which is being able to stay on your feet. I mean, it might have been a boot choice. He might have opted for some soft ground studs rather than firm ground, but that's basically where I wanted to go with that. The carbon fibre frame. That's something I want to talk about. Again, one of the main culprits for making this boot notoriously hard to break in. Notoriously hard. It's very good to look at, very pretty, quite effective. Lightens the load a lot compared to the lower market Mercurials that you can get. It's a good fit. It's a good fit for me. I mean, I have fairly wide feet. Not really wide, but definitely not narrow. And even so, with a size 9, which is what I'd get with anything, trainers, school shoes, boots, they just they're just a treat to wear. It's just when you start running around and they haven't been broken in yet, they're just so stiff. Yeah, they're just so stiff, but a really good fit, really nice snug fit. It really grips your foot. Your foot isn't going to move around in this. It's going to stay put.